Hey guys, Todd here with RC Ohio. This video is of my 5B it's in response to Gary from Foundry RC. Um, he's a good buddy, fellow YouTuber. I would recommend visiting his channel. He's got all kinds of great cars and great content. But anyhow, he had contacted me and asked me if I would just do a short video and that would just go over the parts used to build this car and everything. I'm going to start by saying that it looks kind of fancy, but there's a lot of cheap parts on it. I built this car probably, oh god, right after the 5B first came out. So this is an original HPI 5B SS kit, and so it's got to be 11 years, 12 years, something like that. I'm going to do my best to show what I used and what I added along the way. Again, it's nothing special, but it's cool. It runs good, does okay. Alright, I'll get started. First off, these are full force RC windows, tinted window kit. I just like how it looks on it when the body's on, especially. I took the body off to kind of go over this a little bit. So I'm going to stand behind the camera so I can kind of see what you guys are seeing. Alright, there is a lot of Integy parts on this build, which I've never been a huge fan of, but I bought them anyhow. They look good, so they've held up pretty good. I've kind of figured maybe for a bigger platform, maybe it would be, heavier, thicker aluminum and everything, and they may hold up all right. Well, they have. So we've got Integy upper and lower A-arms, front A-arms. So that's about that. There is the Integy front perch for the shocks, and an Integy top shock brace, and these are also Integy reservoirs. I don't really know that they help a whole lot. They're on the stock shocks. I just like how they look, so that's how those ended up on there. Also, if you look closely right here, these are Killer RC. They're limiting straps is what they are, so they limit the suspension drop. It's not really causing any kind of performance reduction. I actually just, with all the extra weight and everything, I just kind of wanted to take it easy on my shocks and everything. So I think they hold them up by about 1/4 inch, nothing serious. But when you come out of a hard jump or whatever and your shock slams down, it stops from bottoming the shock out. Let's see what else. Just a standard DDM aluminum cap, just because it looks alright and made it look good. Standard roof plate. One thing I did do is, I was never a real big fan of the orange that HPI has been all about, so I de-anodized. I stripped this thing down and de-anodized a lot of the parts just to get more of a gunmetal look. So this used to be orange. A lot of parts back here, like the top transmission plate over here. Let's see, the engine mount, that used to be orange. Let's see, that was a little quick. The tranny plate, that used to be orange. There's a lot of parts on here that I'm probably not showing that used to be orange. Again, stock shocks with Integy reservoirs and an Integy top brace. These are also Integy uprights. I know, into G. I get it, but I was looking for a budget build at that point. So, one thing I added a while back, just for ease of maintenance, is this aluminum piece here. So obviously what you do is you cut your roll bar, and that separates the front of the roll bar from the rear of the roll bar. That's a DDM product. That way you don't have to remove all the stuff in the back here to get to gain access to your radio gear and everything. So this can all stay together. Let's see. This is also a DDM part. The spark plug cover or spark plug protector. It's just carbon fiber with a couple of aluminum pieces that span. I think I actually needed that when I added the MSD coil wire. So moving on, let's go to the pipe. Pipe is a Jet Pro track pipe. Gives a lot of low end grunt, and I kind of like that. I'm not super big into top speed, not as much as I am into low end. I like a lot of power off the line. Again, into G uppers, or lowers and uppers, and there's our limiting straps on the back. I actually did lose a dog bone once because I had overextension, so that's what actually put me into the mindset of limiting straps. So I looked around for them, and I think a couple different companies sell them, but those are the ones I went with. Just a standard 26cc CY that came with the kit. Runs fine, does good. I don't have any problem with it. That, again, with the pipe, it gets out of the hole good, and that's what I'm looking for. However, this winter I think I'm going to be putting an OBR 47 in my MTXL. So the stock 29 that comes out of the MTXL, which is also a CY, maybe getting some upgrades, and then it may go in this guy. So got a JR throttle servo. It's an old guy, but it does the trick. Throttle brake has no problem. Let's see what I have for the steering servo, which we won't be able to see, is just the stock HPI, the one that came with the kit. It's got plenty of power for me. I don't sit still trying to turn the wheels a whole lot, so I don't really see a big deal. If it's moving, it does fine. Car's not that heavy anyway. It's not the Kraken KV5. Probably weighs half that. Let's see. That is an Intigi dual stage filter. Again, that was just something I bought because I thought it looked okay, and it was before I had windows and stuff, so it was kind of something nice to see inside of there. It does a good job though. I mean, keep the inner filter a little bit oiled up, and it keeps the particulate crap out. I'm not going to pull the cage fully off because these back straps right here for the windows, you have to loosen or take those off, because these windows need to go at the front of the cage. Obviously that upright piece is it's fixed. So I guess other than that, I'm gonna just kind of demonstrate how the cage comes off real quick and pull the radio cover off, and just show you, I got obviously a Killer B kill switch like many, and I got a Killer RC LiPo in there, and I don't remember what the milliamp hour is, but I thought I'd show you guys that too. So there we are. Go down a little bit. And I hope everybody can see everything all right. So anyhow, usually what you just, without the windows on, you just pull this up and everything pulls out of that back tube. So pull this lid off quick, and there's my cable for my kill switch. Let's see what battery that is. Again, I don't remember what the milliamp hour is on it. It's a pretty big battery though. I just kind of thought I needed to get in here. I leave it in there and I know I shouldn't. So I thought I'd take the opportunity to maybe pull it out of there while I'm doing this video. There it is. Yeah, Killer RC 4200 milliamp hour. It's set 2S, so it's 7.2 volt. Doesn't seem to give either one of my servos a hard time, even though I'm running 7.2 volts. Neither one of them I would call. They're the one's the stock, and the other one's an old school JR, so I wouldn't call them high voltage. But they don't seem to mind the extra voltage. So, I guess that's just about it. Tires, front tires, let's see, they are bow tie, Proline bow ties. And I always wished that I could find a rear tire that because the rear bow ties, they just don't look like that. They don't have that type of tread pattern. I like these. These are stock wheels. All I did was dye the beadlock part black because I didn't like the ugly silver, plastic silver. Rear tires, let's see, they are Proline Badlands. They hook up good. I mean, these things are known for turning the tire real easy, so they do as good as they can. I try to keep them off the pavement as much as I can because they wear real easily. Let's see, I don't think I really have anything else to say about this car as far as parts and stuff. It's pretty basic. It's a basic Baja with some cheap parts on it that make it look kind of pretty. It runs good. Again, just kind of stock basic. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope I answered any questions, and if you have any questions, feel free to leave them. I'll get back to you. I always do. And please like, share, and maybe think about subscribing. Take care. Bye.